Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Doradus versus St. James after a momentary weather delay. We've started the kickoff late, but we're ready for a good match here. I'm accompanied by Ben, my cameraman, and we've already got some action getting started. St. James clears. Shot by Doradus, goal by number 21. Doradus getting started very early here. Keeper didn't look too happy about that one. And that was number 21. Sorry, our rosters are a little bit wet here, so I'm trying to... Number 21, goal scorer. St. James driving forward, number 95, and mispassed opportunity to 94. Good clearance by 95. St. James. Doradus quick on the throw. Here comes number 16 down the wing, but 11 gets there first, crosses it in, blocked for a Doradus corner. Here comes the corner from Doradus. Cleared out by St. James. Clearance by St. James for a Doradus throw-in in the attacking third. Doradus a couple weeks ago played against Alexandria United, had a late win here. We're seeing quite the opposite here with the early goal, which we'll take a look at once we get another chance here. Long throw from Doradus. Number 8 waiting, and it was cleared for, no, not cleared. It was a missed header by Doradus for a St. James goal kick. Here's a replay of the goal. Just a very quick finish. Keeper gets down a little too late. We're hoping the rain stays away so that we can cover the entirety of this match without any more weather or lightning delays. Corner coming in from Doradus. Short. Another shot by Doradus. Goal! That's the 2-0 for Doradus. A lot of confusion in the penalty area there. And I'm trying to see the goal scorer's number, but Doradus strikes again early for A 2-0 advantage now, and we're going to take another look at that. Just a chaos in the penalty area, and then a shot that the keeper probably didn't see with all the people in front of him. We're getting ready for kickoff number 3 at this point. St. James kicks off. And Doradus is pressing hard. 94 under pressure. Drives in. Contact. And Doradus wins the ball. Placed to the outside and defended well by St. James for a Doradus throw. Plays it back. Number 6 takes. Switches the field. And the right wing back drives forward. I do apologize for not having the roster names, folks. The rain made the rosters completely legible, so good clearance by St. James. I will do the best I can under the circumstances given, but I will have to use the numbers of the players instead of their names. Number 20 drives up, tries to feed the right back, but passes a little too steep for him to do anything promising there. St. James throws. And still under pressure from Doradus, who have come out here on fire. Number 4 looks for distribution on the outside, and he finds it. Here comes the wing, steep pass, little shoulder contact there, and that's a little too much for the referee, who calls a foul with a resulting free kick for St. James. '21 drives up. Gets the ball somehow to his teammate, number 8. Great passing here from Doradus. Takes a shot. Deflected by the keeper. Another shot and another deflection for Doradus corner. Number 8 and his teammates really combining well through the center there to make a promising opportunity for Doradus. Once again, they're really cooking here. Corner from Doradus. And almost an own goal there. It's going to be another corner, but we're talking about 2 feet maybe. If that touch is any worse, it would end up to be 3-0 Doradus, who are going to take another corner here. Here it comes. Another chaos in the box. And looks to be another corner on the other side for Doradus. Corner comes in. St. James able to defend it, but Doradus reestablishes control and is going to switch the field here. Number 19 takes a touch, switches the field of play. They try to combine there, but St. James has something to say about it. And St. James moving up the field now. But Doradus continues to pressure. So always 2 or 3 of the Doradus players right there. And they do like to play quick. Center backs for Doradus distributing to the outside. And striker makes a run, goes for the touch, does not get it. Keeper claims the ball. Distributes to the outside to the left back who's already under pressure. There's just really no room for St. James to build up anything from the back. But here they come, moving up, and another Doradus clearance. Deflected by the St. James left back for a throw-in, which is quickly executed. Here comes Doradus. Cross. Oh, hits the bar. And cleared by St. James. It's almost the second, from what I could see, own goal. St. James got lucky there as it, again, hits the woodwork. 19 switches the play as he so often has done already. Number 20 moves up the field. Doradus going for some wing play there, but again, St. James defenders on their toes, able to clear that for now. Doradus seemed to be in complete control in these first 12 minutes of this match. Drives up, good pass, a little too steep for his striker teammate who made a run there. But at that speed that number 21 was going, it's very hard to also play a fantastic pass. Distribution, pressure, 19, switches to the center back again, who drives up the field to the outside. And all 11 St. James players in their own half defending now. Here comes number 11. Wins the ball. Passes. 16 takes a touch. Pass. Great pass. Number 8 again to the outside. Intercepted and back to Doradus. Number 16. Number 11 loses the ball. St. James has the ball back. Is this the opportunity for St. James to build up a little, or will the pressure, or will they continue to succumb under the pressure that Doradus is putting them under? St. James trying to drive down the left wing, but Doradus is there. Number 19 driving up, looking for his teammate who takes a touch. Number 15 now driving down the outside, and it's won by a St. James player briefly, and is now a throw-in for Doradus. And we are now monitoring the chat as well. Cross in from Doradus. Free header. Great save by the St. James keeper. Back to 19. Feeds it in. Blocked. And it's going to be another corner for Doradus. What a save by the St. goalkeeper. That was quite something. Doradus really pushing for another goal here. Quickly executed corner number 6. Looking for a cross. It comes in. Cross to the goal. Routine save for the goalkeeper. And Doradus again. A lot of shots blocked. Doradus really pushing for a third goal here. And St. James so far has not been able to really make it out of their own half. Pressure from Doradus is just too relentless, and they're moving the ball around very, very well. Number 4 moves up, feeds number 11 on the outside, who's driving in to his right foot, switches the field, intercepted by St. James, who cleared back to Doradus. We're going to play the safe ball to the back here and start again their relentless attacking scheme. St. James playing to their left center back, who's driving up the field. Pass was a little too steep. It's going to be a Doradus ball. Doradus continuing to move the ball around. Coming across the wing, Doradus feeds it in short. It's taking a touch. Here comes the shot. It's wide, but the ball's still in play. Number 11 takes it down. Number 19 takes a touch. Nice little fake there. Plays it in. Here comes number 4. St. James able to win the ball back. Countering here. And it's stopped by Doradus once more. And again, possession changes to St. James, who are looking deep. There's a run. No passes played. Number 81 looks to the far side. And St. James driving up the field now on the left wing, looking inside. It's a touch there, but the Doradus defender is paying attention and is looking for some space here. Recycles it back to the keeper. Number 19, Grant Otto with the deep ball. Contested, St. James wins it. Play back to the St. James keeper. Long ball played, intercepted. Here comes number 11 for Doradus. Takes him on, but loses. St. James trying to drive back the other way. And possession has changed here a few times, but St. James manages to retain it. And they're trying to build up something here, but there's just so much pressure. Number 6, Nathan Pazmino on the ball. We've got a few of the names here that aren't destroyed. Cross in, 11 gets ahead on it, but he is in an offside position. Deep ball by St. James. Doradus wins it over their head. Number 4 plays it back. Deep ball to the wing. Looks to be onside. Number 21 driving in. Heavy touch. Cleared by St. James for Doradus corner. Corner comes in. Header that goes a little too high. This could be another corner. And another corner as it's deflected. Deep ball comes off a St. James defender and is then cleared. Doradus fighting for it, wins it, number 21. Gets separated from the ball there. St. James driving out. Again under pressure, looking for relief on the wing. Trying to go for the deep ball, but number 4 is there. Slips, loses the ball to St. James, who's now moving the opposite way. Doradus driving up the field. It has been all Doradus here so far in the first half. We've played 24 minutes. And so far, St. James have not been able to find an answer. Here comes number 73, though. He's driving up the field. 3-on-4. He's looking for an option here. Tries to play the ball. It's briefly blocked. Wins it. Drives to the flag, but too heavy of a touch. That's going to be a throw-in for Doradus in their third. And Doradus can throw the ball very far. Look at that. Milton Juarez was waiting for it. Fits him, throws it back to Otto again, who's got a cannon of a throw-in. It's always nice having someone on your team that can do that, because once you're up there anywhere near the corner flag, it basically allows you to throw in a cross-type ball. If you have a player like Otto down there who can really throw that thing very far. Comes Fitsum, wins the ball on the wing. He's under pressure. Touches the ball with his hand. Let's see, the referee is going to call that. And that was just a routine 50-50 there that he just assumed he was going to get a foul call. Something we see quite often. Here's number 4. Loses the ball to 73, who drives up. Number 6 wins the ball. It's in no man's land right now. It's going to be a throw-in for St. James. Number 6, Nathan Pasmino. That is one of the names I have here. It is not rained out. Doradus trying to combine there on the outside, but miscommunication there. Now St. James applying some pressure on Doradus. Here's Otto again to Juarez, who's slightly pushed, gets the call. Number 4 has been a absolute catalyst for the defensive part of the Doradus team. Moving up to the wing, trying to get some space here to cross. He does. Ball comes in. St. James has it. It's dribbling out of their own third, passes under pressure. Great little first touch pass. And now they're moving. But Doradus once again is there to win the ball back. And here's number 4, who has time and space to recycle and distribute as he sees fit. Oh, offside position by the winger. Nice little back heel flick there. St. James moving up the field. Can they finally get something started here? Really struggling here to have any kind of offensive momentum. #21 looks for the deep ball. Keeper's ball for St. James. Here comes St. James down to the left wing. He's got time, he's got space. Nobody really in the middle yet takes him on, passes the ball. Number 95 making a run on the outside. He's going to get the ball here. No, it's little steep. It's going to be a goal kick for Doradus. Doradus driving up. That's number 6. Nathan Pazmino. Gives it number 20, Michael Bosley. Back to Pazmino. Otto on the outside. Is he onside? St. James gets there first. Otto didn't really try to go for it there. Plays a very risky ball across the middle. It's intercepted by Doradus, who's moving up. One-on-one. He's taken down. We're going to take another look at that when we get the chance. But St. James on the counter here. Was there contact there? Referee didn't seem to think so. St. James moving up the ball. Run deep. He's offside. Deflection. Offside position, it looked like. But it was deflected first. Pass attempt by St. James is intercepted. Otto here trying to win the ball. It's back to St. James, who's starting to get a little hotter here, but still fairly quiet going forward. But they are seeing more of the ball now. And here comes Doradus again. It's deflected. St. James regains possession. Deep ball by St. James. Referee signals offside. Let's take another look at that situation in the box. It's very hard to tell. The referee is closer, and we must trust his judgment. If he says no foul, then there doesn't seem to be a foul. Number 19, Otto, takes the ball here. Deep ball to Fitzum. Wins it with a header. Number 21 here, driving up. Here comes Fitzum into the penalty area. Looks for the challenge. Very dangerous ball there. Still in play. Doradus on the outside here, driving towards the box. Shoots. Whew. Looked to be a narrow miss from our angle here, folks. Could have looked like it was almost 3-0 for Doradus FC. But it's going to be a goal kick for St. James with 10 minutes remaining plus extra time in the first half. Deep ball by St. James. Number 4 is there to win it back immediately to number 15 on Doradus, who drives in. Takes a shot. It's deflected. Keeper has it. St. James. Ball. Good news is the weather seems to have cleared up a little here at South County High School, and clouds are fairly clear now, so I think we'll be able to see this entire match without any more interruptions or delays. 20 drives up, looks a deep ball, offside position by Doradus. It's going to be an indirect free kick going the other way for St. James. Deep ball by St. James. Doradus takes a touch, and it's cleared out by Otto before things can get dangerous back there. Quick throw by St. James. Oh, it passes interceptor number 15, drives up, takes a shot with the outside of his foot. I don't think that went how he intended it to go. Keeper was caught off his line. He had fit some there with him. And that was almost devastating for St. James, who are now trying to push the other side of the field. Foul is called. St. James free kick on around the 50. And immediate pressure by Fitsum. And the ball's won by Doradus, looking deep. Fitsum's making a run, and he's got speed. Here's a one-on-one. St. James defenders starting to recover. Some step-overs. Attempted cross in, blocked for a Doradus corner. Quickly executed. Service comes in. Header, not enough juice on that to scare the St. James goalkeeper. Deep play by the goalkeeper, right back to Doradus, who's going to let it. They're taking their time here, as they are able to. They do have a 2-0 lead. If anything, St. James needs to be executing some pressure. Otto on the outside, calls for it. Steep ball, and even he can't get there in a full sprint. I'm sure Pazmino would like that one back. It's going to be a throw for Doradus. And Otto's ready to launch another one. Again, all 11 St. James players are back to defend. Comes 21. Nice little La Croqueta there to beat his player, but loses it against the next one. Fitsum crosses it in. Deep cross. Doradus players are waiting on the other side. Here comes Milton Juarez, takes a shot. Post, and it's a goal! That's the 3-0 for Doradus by number 8. Milton hits the inside left post. Keeper couldn't do anything about it. Very quick touch, excellent finish by number 8. Milton, let's watch that again. Take quick turn and a quick touch, and what a shot here. Nothing the keeper can do about it. 3-0 Doradus, and it's well-deserved and well-earned at this point, as St. James continues to struggle offensively and Doradus continues to pressure. Here comes Fitsum. Again, very risky passing by St. James in their own third there. Plays a deep ball. And an offside position by St. James. It's going to be an indirect Free kick for Doradus. Milton Juarez, same player who a few weeks ago in that game I just talked about, Alexandria United against Doradus, scored the game winner with a beautiful volley just outside the penalty box, or sorry, the penalty area. Deep ball, number 15, looks to be onside, looking for the finish. It's the outside of the net. Tell you what, folks, this could be a lot worse than 3-0 at this point. Doradus has had a couple chances where you'd think there's no way that that's not going to be a goal, but we've had about 2 or 3 of those now, and it's not looking too good for St. James at this point. But there is a whole nother half to play after this one, and we are in the 41st minute of the game. So probably got another 5 or 6 minutes left here. There hasn't been too much stoppage time. Reasoning. Here's Milton Juarez, the goal scorer. Fed to the outside. St. James will get there. Clears it. Ball still in. Won by St. James. And now it's a Doradus throw-in. Milton is wearing number 8, but he seems to be filling the role of what we call the traditional number 10, a playmaker of sorts. He's always very quick to distribute, quick on the ball. Just a fantastic player for Doradus. Deep ball fed to number 73 here. It's still in. He keeps it in. He makes a quick touch inside, looking for his teammates that are moving up the field. 95 combining there with 73. Drives in into the penalty area. Takes a shot. It's deflected, and routine save by the Doradus goalkeeper, who quickly throws to number 21. Plays a fantastic ball to the outside. Here comes Doradus. Drives in 2-on-1 and falls to the ground. Hope he's not injured there. But the game goes on, and he looks like he's getting up. Taking a second to restart here. Otto on the throw-in. Tyler Bosley, another deep ball. And looks to be Juarez who wins it there. He's very quick with his feet. Like I said, a playmaker of sorts, but so is number 21. We've got some very, very good passers for Doradus in number 21 and number 8, Milton Juarez. There's a call there by the referee. Looks to be a Doradus free kick. I did not really see what happened there. Maybe some shirt pulling. It is a promising position. The question is, does Doradus have a set piece specialist, a free kick taker that can be dangerous from there? There's an art to it. It's not easy, especially with the ball being very wet, but that's a problem for the goalkeeper as well. And it's going to be number 15. David Cole takes a shot, and he scores! Another goal for Doradus. Wow, that one caught me off guard a little bit, folks. It came low, kind of beat the wall. Looks like it beat the keeper into the corner. Now that's the halftime whistle there. David Cole on the score sheet. Let's watch that again. Yeah, the wall didn't look very ready there. I honestly, I'm confused on how that went through and then how the keeper got beat. But to follow the pattern we've already established, it's another goal for Doradus. And we're entering halftime here, folks, so we'll be back on the commentary when the game starts back up. This is Mark here for DMV Sports and my cameraman, Ben. We'll be back.
My name is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients, all of our employees. We take pride in those 4 core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of earn customers for life and being part of the Priority Group, we provide every single client that purchases a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle. Hi, my name is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority.
And we're back here at South County High School. The field of the Stallions getting ready to kick off the second half between a match St. James versus Doradus, which has been very one-sided thus far. It has been all Doradus tonight, and they have managed to score 4 goals and are up 4-0 at this point. Maybe St. James can show some signs of life here in the second half, but they have been struggling thus far. Here's Tyler Bosley. Or is it Michael Bosley? I don't have the roster. I'm trying my best here, folks. And number 21 and number 8 for Doradus have really been running the show here in the midfield. Here's Fitsom. Distributed to the outside to Bosley. Just looking for a ball. It's intercepted by St. James, who are trying to clear here, and they do. Here comes the bounce, contested, and Bosley plays it to Milton Juarez, who wins the ball very clever there, but then loses it after he is fouled. So it's going to be a free kick to Doradus. To the outside wing. Looking for a cross. Here it comes. Intercepted by St. James. Won by Doradus briefly, and then saved by the keeper. Routine save. Pressure again by Doradus. St. James driving out, playing to the outside. And maybe something here. Bosley misses, and 94 is driving, looking for a pass, but he doesn't have the opportunity. Does a little step over, continues to drive in. Great little solo there, continues to run. He's in the penalty area, cuts back, looks for a pass, finds 81. Is driving in, back to 94. Showing some great footwork here. Passes it. Nice little 1-2 option here. Is this going to be a shot for St. James? It's back 81. That's going to be a foul by number 9. And a St. James free kick in a semi-promising position. It does seem like the Doradus defenders are a little taller here, so they have a natural height advantage when it comes to heading the ball. Let's see what St. James does here. Ball comes in. Routine save by the Doradus goalkeeper. Quickly rolls it to his teammate. Here's 17. Finds number 2 on the outside. Seems Doradus has made some substitutions here. But 21 still in. And so is number 8. Who I consider to be their playmakers that can make something happen out of nothing. Here's Bosley. Wingbacks making a run on the right. And attempted pass is intercepted. It's going to be a throw-in for St. James. Little discussion there. And immediate pressure by Doradus. Good news is the rain has completely stopped, but the conditions on the field remain. Deep ball by St. James. Intercepted by Doradus, but back to St. James, who are on the outside there. Nice footwork, driving in, trying to combine there, but Doradus is just paying attention. Nice little roulette there. Service in with the back of his heel. That's the 4-1. No calls made by the referee or by the assistant referee. Beautiful execution there. With his back to the goal, he was able to get the ball in the goal somehow. Wow. Excellent assist work there, too, prior to the goal. And that makes it 4-1 for Doradus still. Let's watch a replay of this goal. What a goal here. With the back of his heel. Caught everybody off guard. Nothing anyone could do about it. And St. James gets one back. In spectacular fashion. Here comes St. James with an interception. Can they get another? Ball to the outside wing. And a failed pass there. And here comes Doradus with room on the outside. He's looking for a switch. St. James wins it back. St. James with exactly one shot on goal and one goal. That's 100% efficiency, folks. And a little tussle over there, ends in a free kick for Doradus. Otto's going to bring it in. It's a little low. Stopped there. Cleared out by St. James, but Juarez is there. Passes it back to Bosley. It's number 14. Quick little feet. It's number 9. Passes it in. Here comes number 12. Great save by the St. James goalkeeper, but it's still in play. Number 2 crosses it in. Free header on the post. Tussle in the box. And referee stops the play. Another giant chance for Doradus to extend their lead even further. And again, first a brilliant save by the St. James goalkeeper, followed by the woodwork preventing what would be a nightmare scenario for St. James. And I'm not sure what the referee looks to be executing a drop ball. St. James attempting to drive up the wing, pass is too steep. Going to be a throw-in for Doradus. Here's Bosley. Looks the outside. Very steep pass, but number 9 looks fast enough to get there. He's driving, feeds a cross in. Little too steep for the waiting attackers of Doradus, waiting to tap it in there, but unfortunately could not get to the cross. Number 9 tries to shoot, is blocked, has the ball back, drives in, takes a shot. Goal by number 9. That's the 5-1 for Doradus. Tries to shoot with his left, is blocked, gets the ball back, drives into the box, and then just hammers it into the left corner. Goalkeeper didn't look to have a chance, and a well-deserved 5-1 scoreline here for Doradus FC. Let's take another look at that goal there. Number 9 for Doradus. Wins the ball back here, drives in, it's on a right foot, very quick finish. Look at all that power. No chance for the goalkeeper. Game kicks back off. St. James has the ball. Here comes Doradus. Offside is called. Shot is missed. Regardless of that fact, I believe that's 5 goals for Doradus by 5 different goal scorers, if I'm not mistaken. And based on the way the game is going, we might see a few more here. Intercepted by St. James, but Doradus wins it back, looks to the outside. Number 9, the goal scorer. Back to Michael Bosley. Number 5 is now in the game. Deep ball. Number 9 tries to take a touch there. Throw in for St. James. Play to the wing, but Doradus is there. Deep ball. Milton Juarez. It's a little too deep for him. It's going to be a throw in for St. James. Ball's cleared. Just a lot of back and forth right now, but here's number... Oh, here comes St. James with a run. Keeper's paying attention, though. Clears it. Contested in the midfield. Just a lot of back and forth right now. But Doradus continues to pressure, and they win it here. Back to St. James. Deep ball is played. It's going to be Doradus ball here still. Once again, Michael Bosley. Deep ball. Too deep. Keeper was off his line. Had to shuffle back there to get his hands on that ball. Throw in St. James. There are rumors and mumblings here that the lights might go off prior to the game ending. If that does happen, just bear with us. We will be here until the very end. Still just back and forth, but here comes Doradus. They won the ball. Here's Milton Juarez. Doesn't get a touch on it. It's cleared by St. James for a Doradus throw-in. Otto seems to be off the field now. But maybe they've got someone else who can throw it as far as he does. Nice attempt there, but not everyone on the same page. Throw in for St. James once again. Still just a lot of back and forth currently. Milton sneaking to the outside, waiting for a deep ball. Doradus combining really well here. Finally establish some control. Here's number 14 to Juarez. Quickly feeds it back to 14, who feeds it to the outside. Here comes a drive in by Doradus. Deep cross. No, it's a shot, and the keeper makes a save for a Doradus corner. Here comes Juarez, the man for the job. Brings it short. Driven in by the left back. He's driving into the penalty area, and it's cleared for another Doradus corner. Here it comes. Cross in. And a foul there by number 9 on the St. James player. No cards issued in this game thus far. It's been a pretty fair game. And it continues to be no cards issued. Hasn't been too much fouling going on. little too much grabbing there in the eyes of the referee. So Doradus gets a free kick, which they quickly execute. Number 14, nice little first touch pass to his teammate. Doradus really linking up well with each other in that midfield. Number 9's making a run on the outside. Touch was too heavy by number 14. Doradus throw in back here to Bosley. Plays it deep. And here's Juarez. Takes a shot. Goal! Keeper looked like he had nails in his feet. Milton Juarez bags his second, which now makes it 6-1 for Doradus. Let's take another look at that. He just lines one up, shoots it, right corner. He's very accurate at those long-range shots, I'll tell you that, folks. And now his name is on the score sheet twice. I don't think there's any coming back here for St. James at this point. They've just been completely overwhelmed by Doradus today. Bosley with the throw. There's number 9 under pressure. Throw him for St. James. Bosley chests it to number 14, who plays it down the middle. And here is number 6, takes a shot. Blocked. Keeper has it. Keeper's ball. Looks to distribute quickly. Holds on to it. He does have 6 seconds. It's a new rule introduced recently in multiple levels of the game. And after 6 seconds, hold on, here comes number 9. After 6 seconds, if the keeper does not get rid of the ball, it's a corner for the other team. There's number 22. Passes to the outside. Looks inside, shoots. And that's another goal from a seemingly impossible angle. He makes it 7-1 for Doradus. Can't see his number, but he's a first-time scorer. Let's take a look at the replay. Maybe we can see it on there. Beats the keeper near post. He's just not having a good day. He's had a couple good saves, but St. James really struggling here. Goal scorer. I'll get his number here in a second. St. James playing it deep. And it's back to the Doradus goalkeeper. There's Bosley. And I did say earlier we were going to see a few more, and it's only going to get worse. The more tired the players get, the more prone they are for mistakes. And I believe the goal scorer was either number 22 or number 10. Here's another deep ball by Doradus, won by Juarez. Milton Juarez. And it seems to be deflected and a corner for Doradus. Yeah, goal scorer for the last goal was either number 20 or 10 or number 22. It was hard to tell from our angle. Comes a corner for Doradus. Plays it to number 10, who takes a touch, shoots, and it's blocked for another Doradus corner. Corner's fed in. Header saved on the line by St. James, who quickly cleared to the outside. Ball still in play. Here comes St. James down the left wing. Just again, so much pressure from Doradus. They almost win it back there, but St. James has it, and here they are moving up the field. It's going to be a throw-in for St. James. We are in the 70th minute of play. We now have the same scoreline as the infamous Germany versus Brazil in the 2014 World Cup semifinal, highest ever scored in a semifinal. Here comes St. James. Can they get a second? Here comes 81, shoots. Very nice shot and a great save by the Doradus goalkeeper. That even had a little curl on it. Fantastic save by Doradus. Corner for St. James. They're going to execute quick, but corner kick taker didn't want to do that. Here comes... Well, that corner pretty much sums up St. James's game today. Lackluster. Supposedly. Comes number 14. Very nice through ball to Milton Juarez. Looks for another through ball. It's too deep for his teammate. He was in a good shooting position there. Could have probably made an attempt to bag a third one. St. James playing a deep ball to nobody. Number 10. Tries to take a quick touch there to a teammate, but there was no teammate. St. James recycles. And here comes the Doradus players immediately pressuring. A tactic proven to be most effective. And here they are winning the ball in the opponent's third. Comes pressure on number 10. He's able to take a touch away from it. And St. James wins a good ball here. And here they come. But it's just too slow. And the pressure is too much. But they retain possession here. Try to play to the outside. Doradus is just closing those passing lanes way too fast. Comes a ball to number 12. Bad pass back to St. James, who looks to the outside. Nobody there. Cuts inside. Too fast of a pass for anyone to do anything about it. It's going to be a Doradus throw in on the near side of the field over here. Quite the performance by Doradus tonight. Deep ball to number 10. Passes the ball quickly to Juarez back to the outside. Excellent. Plays it in. Whew. Barely misses the goal there. It seemed to be intended as a low-driven cross, but almost ended up in the net once again. But it's just going to be a goal kick for St. James. Free kick for Doradus after a little tussle. Quickly executed to number 10 on the outside. Looks for a one-on-one. He gets it. Passes it in. Crosses it in. Here comes number 9. Takes a shot. Hits the field goal. A wide open shot there. Executed to the outside. Too high on the bounce for number 18. Here comes number 12, but the ball was moving too fast for him to save it from going out of bounds and potentially crossing it in. Quick passing between 9 and Juarez. Shot from the second. Long distance shot there that ended up being too high. Possibly a little too ambitious. And St. James under pressure again. Number 9 wins it back for Doradus. He's driving into the box. Keeps going. Here comes Juarez. Takes a shot. And another goal for the 8-1 for Doradus. And they're just deadly from long range out there. That's the third goal from outside of the box. And I believe it was Milton Juarez. Let's see the replay. No. Was it? Let me see it. No, it was not Milton Juarez. It was number 6, bags his first. So Milton Juarez is still at 2. And we now have 6 different goal scorers for Doradus tonight. Seems like everybody gets a turn. And St. James can't do anything to stop it. Just, again, pressure. Here comes St. James to the outside. Ball is still in play. 81's driving in, but 77 with a slide tackle. Seems to have been out of play, so it's going to be a throw in Doradus. Deep ball by Doradus. Keeper is running for it, but it is outside the box. Needs to clear here, and he does for a Doradus throw in. Mosley. Number 9 has been working very hard since his substitution. 14 to Milton Juarez, drives in to the outside. Number 9, he's left-footed, but scuffs it wide. It's a goal kick for St. James. Another foul on Doradus. Semi-promising position for a free kick. Number 10 immediately jogs over. But it looks like it will be Bosley. Cross comes in, is cleared by St. James. Doradus wins it back. Number 5 takes a shot from distance, but misses the target. That's going to be a goal kick for St. James once more. Comes pressure from Doradus again. And they win the ball back. Here comes number 9. Passes it inside. Number 6 passes it behind the attacker, but the ball's still in play on the left wing. Here's number 10. Tell you what, these Doradus subs have been doing a good job as well. Ball intercepted by St. James for Doradus throw-in. Number 9 and number 5 and 14, an immediate impact upon their substitution. Drives in, looking for a cross here. Beats everybody, and then dribbles the ball out of bounds for a St. James goal kick. Executed quickly, and the pressure begins. Long ball. Keeper's going to get there first. Not very creative by St. James at this point. I think they feel like their fate has been sealed. Routine catch by the goalkeeper. Quickly executed, but here comes the pressure again. Left back drives forward, but that leaves a gap back there, so he's got to be careful. And here is the gap. Number 9 drives in. He's got a left foot. He can... Passes it. Touch. Blocked. And players down. Trainer's called. Here comes a Doradus corner. They've not been able to score off of one directly. It's played low to number 5 who takes a shot. It's blocked. Here comes number 14. Fakes a shot, takes a shot. Keeper makes a save. And here comes Doradus missing the volley into the empty net there. Great save by the St. James keeper. Referee calls the ball out of play, I believe, for a St. James throw-in. 14. Miscalculates there, and it's going to be a St. James throw-in. Milton Juarez plays the ball forward to number 9, who wins it, drives into the box. Back in. Here comes Juarez. And missteps there. Looks like he tried to pass it. Didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Quickly executed by St. James. But it's just one guy up there by himself. Tries to find somebody, finds him. If they switch the field here, there's lots of space on the other side. There it is. Here comes St. James down the left wing. Could be something here. Drives into the box. Looking for some... No, miscalculates. And here is number 6 for Doradus, who are now counterattacking. Here comes number 9. Passes to the outside. There's Milton waiting for it already. A little step over. Drives to the edge. And cleared by St. James for another Doradus corner. Executed short to number 22. He's looking to cross in, crosses it in, cleared by St. James, only to be stopped by Bosley. And here's 14 trying to get the ball down on the ground. St. James wins it. And Doradus has it back, plays it to the outside, drives in. Plays it back. St. James there to intercept. And here they come try to counterattack. Too steep of a ball for even Mohamed Salah in his prime. Nobody's going to get there, and it's going to be a Doradus throw-in. Here's Bosley. Number 10's on the outside, calling for it, and he gets it. Lots of space for number 10 here. Drives in. Plays the ball to the inside. Here comes number 12. Intercept. Foul is called on the attacker. Great clearance there by the St. James defender. Got there in the very last second. Doradus likes playing those passes that go against the movement of the player holding the ball, and they've been very effective. Bosley wins it. St. James on the outside. And here comes the pressure. And that's the game, folks. Final score, 8-1 for Doradus. An absolutely overpowering display by Doradus tonight. St. James really struggled to build up anything and had one shot on goal that resulted in the goal. Beautiful goal, to be fair. Scored it with his heel, but Doradus' pressure was just relentless, and they just could not be stopped by St. James, who have been fighting in their own third for the entirety of the game. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Despite the rain delay, we hope you tune in again in the future to DMV Sports Media. We're happy to have you, and everyone have a great night. See you next time.